Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Buy up, buy up. Like a motherfucking smack addict. You already know, man. As you can tell by that thumbnail right there, Bosco 100. Nina Boy, all 5'5" of them at 0-0 came through, right? Trip out, man. We got my boy DUBS in the building, man. We had to react to this shit. We've been sitting on this for a minute since we've been up in it, right? And we felt that for no other reason, we should construct this little video right here, to which there will be a part. This is part one. Okay, you know, I go, I'm gonna go hard, right? This is part one. Part two will be going on right now. What are we gonna do? An hour after this one right here is broadcasted right here on YouTube's. We'll be dropping one on DUBS part two, man. Make sure you tune in, turn up. We're definitely getting it in. Now, trip out. That's the elephant in the room right there. Bosco's no. So what's happening with Bosco, man? Hey, look. I want to let it be. Hey, I'm gonna say it right now from the gate, DUBS. This is not racially motivated. This is not prejudice. This is just two grown men from different parts of California explaining what we saw. Were you not entertained?
I don't think we can explain it, but go ahead. I might even to
and I wasn't entertained. So hey, you actually brought this to me. I know who Bosco 100 is. I know who Nina Boy is. What's the backstory to this this extravaganza they just had?
I don't know, eh? Hey, somebody sent it to me on Instagram, right? And fucking, I was like, all right, let me look at it, because they had been woofing. They both, you know, and this is like they say, the ones that talk the most can't do. I don't know what they're used to swinging, but it ain't their hands.
Hey, they were swimming in the Pacific, to be specific, or what?
Hey, fool, that was the funniest shit. Hey, did you watch the fight though? Well,
I watched all of the first round, and in the first round, this is what I seen. I seen one punch be thrown. It was by Bosco. He missed by a mile, right? And the guy goes, "Damn, what was that?" Right? He did one of these. Right? The guy said, "Damn, hey, cuz, what was that?" Right? What I more was focused on was in the background watching Lupe twerk. Right?
I didn't see that. That's disgusting.
That's supposed to be C-Mac's old lady. She was there, man. She was twerking. She was really in the mood. So look, I call it the rumble in the concrete jungle, right? Because they were getting down. They looked like underground street fights. I don't know. It was like a mix between a club and a boxing match. I don't know what that was.
Homie, that shit. Like, I thought of the fight you had, right? And
yeah,
I was like, you guys had headgear on, but you had 3-minute rounds. I mean, you were going by professional rules other than the headgear. These vatos were having 1-minute rounds and 3-minute rest periods, but they weren't even throwing punches.
Hey, that enough time to take 4 shots of Henny in between each round? Look, bro, okay, look. Let's take it back to the Cholo Trucker Gunner fight, right? Last year.
Yeah.
We got a lot of criticism. We got a lot of people said a lot of things. And I understand the situation. When you go in the ring, for the most part, man, if it ain't about beef, like, because beef is going to settle itself out, right? That's going to be real shit. You're just doing it in a non-violent way. You're getting in there. You're throwing hands, man. You know, you got headgear, whatever you got. And you're just not trying to kill the person. You know, because I come from the era, if you were going to fight them, you were picking up metal. You were picking up anything. No rules. Anything goes. Fighting, you were trying to end the other person's career. Okay, so when it came to me and Cholo Trucker, like I said, it was an exhibition. It was something just to show that we can put an event together as the Raza. It wasn't a North and South issue. It wasn't nothing like that. It was more of a, we just happened to be from where we were from. You know what I mean? And that was it. The production was as good as we could get it in that timely fashion. I mean, I think everyone put in their effort. Everyone did a great job. But, man, we took a lot of back. You know what I mean? There was a lot of slack we took after that fight. And I had vatos, Africano brothers. I had Mexicans. I had Salvadorans. I even had fucking Hinduans, right? Saying, hey, man, let's get to what the real fighting was that, Gunner? I said, yeah. It was a degree. You know what I mean? It wasn't on a degree. It was like 76, right? It wasn't there. But we at least swung. You know, I mean, the first, hey, I'll tell you this right now, Bosco 100, the first punch I thrown, you know what I mean, was a devastating one. It's, you know, and it went like this. So all right, look, Dubs, trip out on this. Bosco 100. Is he a real solidified gangster on the streets? Where did he pop up from? What bush did he crawl up out of under?
I don't know. I thought he was just a rapper.
He's a rapper too?
Yeah, I think he was a rapper.
So
I don't think he's ever been a gang member. Eh? I don't know.
Well, they say he's from Inglewood. So basically,
no, I know
like,
he says he's from Queen Street, and I'm not trying to like. I just don't know how you're a gang member, and that's your fighting style.
Hey, what? Hey, what? So like, have you ever seen that movie Bloodsport? You know how they have that one Vato does the tiger and shit, and then they have the Vato did the monkey and shit.
Yeah.
What was his? The butterfly or what? The
I don't know what it was. Hey, he threw a punch and then pointed at the ground and started talking shit. And then Nina Boy threw a punch and then pointed at the ground. I was like, are they mad at the ground?
Hey, they were like, you gonna go down. Hey, from what I heard, so this is what I heard about Bosco 100. I'm just gonna keep it real, man. And like I said again, man, we're not trying to defecate on no one's character, man. We're just calling it like we see it. We're two people who watched the fight. The fight was put out there, and now we're reacting to it. You know what I mean?
I'm not even calling it a fight, but go ahead.
No, that wasn't even sparring. That was like fucking two
shadow
guys.
Boxing. It was two different guys shadow boxing.
Hey,
shadows.
And the ground won. You know what I mean? So look, Bosco 100. From what I've heard, and I've seen him on YouTube. I've seen him around, social media. I seen when he got my attention was I used to pay attention to a real life gangster. His name was Rosemo. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, this guy was real life. This guy's been rumored to have put the game on his pockets.
Yeah.
Put several individuals on his pockets. I mean, he lived by the gun and he died by it, obviously, allegedly, right? So he was really out there in the streets, man. He's a legend on Peru, to be respected. I seen this video clip that came up several years ago, bro, where I think Bosco 100 was running his neck, man, and Rose caught him on the side of a fence, man. Did you see that one?
I watched it. After I watched the fight, I said, I'm so mad at Bosco right now. I need to watch him get beat up. And I went and watched that fight.
I'm going to tell you right now, you weren't wrong for watching that because that's exactly what happened, right? Hey, after seeing that fight, I was like, oh, this guy should have never came back, right? He should have never came back. He should have just stood where he was at, but he decided to build his social media platform, which blew up. I don't know why. How about this? You ever see that video when they did a drive-by at his house, allegedly?
Yeah.
That motherfucker was spooked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hey, I think he's more of a he's like a lighter, a watered down version of C-Mac, where I don't think people take him seriously, but he gets in these conflicts with people
funny,
like
though.
Yeah, he's
funny. Shit?
Yeah, I can't take nothing from him. He's funny. He's got charisma.
Funny, Holmes.
He's got charisma, right? He's got it. But like, and I understand this YouTube shit because even myself, I get caught up in it. You know, people start to call you out. Everybody that has a problem wants to escalate the problem, and then they all want to handle it in the ring. Being in the ring is the thing to do now. Not because you have a score to settle or because you have some beef. It's because fucking Vatos fucking are ultimately trying to get to the bag. And second, it's something to put on. It's content. Everyone is in a big old race for content. Who could provide some viral shit, right? And so I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit should have went viral right there. You know what I mean? That goes there. That right. I don't even know what to call that. That was not a boxing.
But here's the thing: if I heard the announcer saying that somebody disrespected somebody's mom during the lead up, they were calling each other bitches and all that, and I was like, damn, like, and that's anger right there. What just happened in there?
Hey, you thought someone was gonna go in there and pull a strap out or something?
I think maybe their feet hurt. Maybe their feet were hurting that day or something.
They were. It was cold that night. Hey, look. Yeah. Hey, they were too busy fucking listening to fucking Usher playing in the background, right? Instead of fucking handling. You make me wanna be the one to start a new relationship with you, right? It looked like they were in there courting each other. You know what I mean? They were in there singing poetry to each other. And every once in a while, it looked like a mosquito would get by Nino's boy's face, and Bosco would throw what looked like he was trying to shoo away a fly. I don't know, bro. So, all right, let's get to this. And I wanted to speak on this, and we're going to speak more on it on your part. The Africano community got nothing but respect for my brothers, man. And I'll tell you right now, my brothers I've seen some Africano brothers, man, locked up, incarcerated, or even on the streets that got different types of hands. Mike Tyson type of hands. I seen one guy, man, he'll knock you out standing up. You know what I mean? I fell victim to it once upon a time. These are not those same type of gentlemen. These guys are different.
I did a video on my small channel today. I don't know if you watched it, you know, and one of the questions I had to ask, because, you know, lately since I did that video, you know, about the head of fades, I've been getting dogged in the comments about the athleticism of the brothers, and that's why we can't fuck with them, and Mexicans can't fight. And I need to know, is Nina Boy and Bosco 100, are they Mexican?
Yeah. Hey,
There was they're gonna do athleticism.
Hey, you remember the Chappelle? They spell athleticism, right? Them dudes, they're gonna have the Chappelle draft, and they're gonna be like, breaking news. We've just traded Nino Boy and Bosco 100 to the Mexicans. You know what I mean? Hey, we've just traded him to the Mexicans. It's been a 3-way trade. Wes Watson goes to the Asians. We got yes, he has his paperwork hooped. His pooper work, right? It's hooped.
Oh yeah.
Look, I seen you. You got a lot of criticism. I look at the, you know, because I did a reaction to it, and I seen all the comments and what everybody was saying about, you know, hey, Sasuke, hey, trip out Dubs, you know what I mean? Hey, it's because we're more superior. We got superiority in hands and this and that. And that can be furthest from the truth. Man, I've met Mexicans that can fight, Africano brothers that have major hands, white boys that are fucking, look like fucking Ivan Drago. I've met Asians that have serious beaters. Man, it doesn't, I don't think it matters. It doesn't. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
What it all boils down to, and I like that Kev Mack and his panel the other day, they addressed it. Because they said that you were speaking nothing but 100% facts, which I agreed it was. It doesn't matter at the end of the day about who can win in a fight. You're never going to get that. You ain't got that coming because politics deem that that's not the way it works in prison. Now, the streets is different. The streets, anybody can get a fade. Anybody can get it. You know, we're talking about, the question was posed to you and you put out prison, yards.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with the streets. They might have misinterpreted it. Whoever misinterpreted it. And there were some Mexicans that even threw some jabs too. You know, so it's not focused at one people. But I will say this. Yeah, well, definitely, I guess Nina Boy and Bosco 100 are now Mexicans because after that performance right there, hey, they said coming in at 5'5", 0, 0, and 0, the Oaxacan Nina Boy,
and they were counting his record on the streets.
Hey, yeah, they say coming in at a perfect record of 0, 0, and 0.
Hey, no, but you know what? Hey, no bullshit to the side. When I was watching it, I was like, maybe Bosco's in fear for his life. Maybe there were people in the audience that he was afraid, because when he fought that dude, Gonzo,
Yep,
he threw punches there.
Yeah, he did. Absolutely. Gonzo dropped him though. Gonzo beat him up.
Yeah, but yeah. he tried a little bit. This was, I don't know, man. I don't know if he like got a tetanus shot in both shoulders the day before, and just his shoulders were sore because he was not trying to throw punches.
Hey, he got the COVID. He got the COVID, and hey, he just wasn't. Hey, I'm telling you, bro. They can come with a million excuses, but at the end of the day, bro, I believe, honestly, my opinion is that it was a performance, and it was a performance that they should have fucking practiced, because it didn't convince me as shit. And what it did was it made not the people, but it made those two individuals look like straight babosos. And I'm just going to keep it real. Because look, when you're on the internet all day talking about how passionate, I know there's going to be plenty of people in my comments saying, what about you, Gun? What about your performance? Shh. One never knows, does one. I'm going to admit my faults. So I smoked a cigarette 2 minutes before I got in the ring. I was carrying waters in from Walmart. You know what I mean? That's how low budget Mexicans get. We don't give a fuck. But hey, guess what? We was drinking water though. So I was handling my business. I wasn't twerking in the corner like Lupe. You know what I mean? I was in there handling my business. So we did the best we could. And as far as the way that they put this on, I liked the whole get down with, you had the commentators. And I liked that the commentators, man, were funny because they kept it raw and real, bro. And at least they said, what was that?
They were like, you can't even fight. Neither one of you can fight.
Yeah, man, you motherfuckers can't fight whatsoever, right? We at least tried. You know what I mean? We tried to do something. But that right there, that was different. So, and that leads me back to the old question, of the theory of why is everyone always talking about the Mexicans can't fight, or the whites can't fight, or the blacks can't fight, or whoever's saying it? It's always the opposite. That's just prejudice, bro. That's just motherfuckers saying, hey, you can't. Listen, everybody can fight and everybody can't fight, right? And as you seen right there, those were two individuals right there that either one or two things, either they can't fight, were dog shit, right? Or two, they weren't trying to really fight. It was a staged event.
No, but we've seen Bosco fight 3 times already, and it was pretty much the same every time.
Yeah. I mean, hey, yeah, Bosco can't fight. That's a fact.
No, he's funny. Yeah. He's funny. Okay, 2 things he's got locked down for sure is ugly and he's funny.
Ugly and funny are, hey, he's right there.
He's the best in the world.
100%. Lock it in.
Ugly, he's world champion.
100%. Hey, you know what? Where's my belt? I'm going to give it to him right now. He's got that on lock. Yeah. That guy right there is the ugliest human being. You know what I mean? Hey, he's like a mix between Predator and I don't even know the other part of it. You know what I mean? And a fat chick that you fucking knock at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning at a club.
No way. No way. If I can't, there's no way.
I call him Coyote Ugly. That's my nickname for him. The type of motherfucker, you know what I mean, that'll chew your arm off. Hey, he's just, but he's funny though.
Well, I think that's what makes it funny is because he's kind of like a Muppet. Like remember the Muppets? He's like one of them. Like he's like he looks like kind of like a troll, like a sucker.
Down on Fraggle Rock. Down on Fraggle Rock. Like he's Fraggle. He's a Fraggle. Hey, so who wins? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna have to put. Wait, hold on now here.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna put this money right here on WAC 100 versus Bosco because I know that they was getting into it a while back, right? So hey, on Power, my money's on motherfucking WAC. I'm gonna have to give it to WAC. That's just a fact.
This one thing. I don't like WAC 100's get down. I think he's got a lot of negative energy. He loves feeding off of it, but I guarantee he would have beat both of them up at the same time.
Easily.
Yeah.
That's
not saying much, but
I've watched him throw hands. I've watched him throw hands, and I'll tell you, he'll mop both those guys up easily. He'll knock Bosco straight out. If Bosco would look, I'm telling you guys right now, Bosco would not get in the ring with WAC 100 ever in his life, ever, because WAC ain't gonna play that bullshit, man. As much as I like to wolf and talk that high power shit on WAC, man, and I'm actually capping, right? I ain't got no animosity towards that man. I could care one way or the other. You know what I mean? He's another ugly motherfucker, but I will tell you this. He will put hands on both them guys in the Menudo style in direct fashion. He will. All right. So what do you think? What do you think, bro? Do you think it was staged? Like from your perspective?
No, I don't think that was staged. You know, it's hard to say. I think it's because, again, not trying to make it a racial thing, but with Raza, the way we conduct ourselves is so much different that once you bring moms and you cross a certain line, you can't stage it no more. You know, blacks tend to talk a little bit more rough with each other. Yeah. But I still don't see it being, I don't see it being staged. As much shit that was talked. That dude Nina Boy, I don't know nothing about him, but everything I have heard about him is he's a troll and a stalker. Like he stalks certain people until he gets enough attention out of them, and then he goes somewhere else. It's weird, but really with those fighting, he must have great security, or so they both must have great security as much shit as they talk.
Yeah, they talk a lot of high powered shit, man. Like I said, I never knew Bosco was a rapper. I never knew he was, I guess he's, from what I heard, he's from Inglewood. That's what I heard, right?
Yeah, from that Queen Street.
Yeah, he's from Inglewood, and that he affiliates with the Sangres. I can't call him in. Again, I'm not going to put that on his plate or put that on their plate. Because I know they're like, throw that shit back. Throw that motherfucker stuff there. Throw him back in the ocean where you found him, right? That out there looks like a fucking, hey, he fights like a jellyfish, but looks like a mudsucker, right? He's straight up. But, hey, at the end of the day, it's always going to be what people think. The perception is, they thought, these motherfuckers was going there. They were going to get it. They were going to handle business. They're talking all that shit. And I'm going to tell you, hey, in the words of Dubs, wah, 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 gong show. They took a gong show, an elbow on that one.
They did, eh?
And look, I don't give a fuck what anyone wants to say. And we're going to get into it on your channel part 2 right now. But I got a question to pose to you. So we're going to get to it right now in part 2, man. You know, hey, we just started. Sasuke, the wind's blowing. Everyone, I hope that you guys move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Make sure that you go to Dub's channel right now as we're going to continue this conversation. Part 2, we're really going to get into, because I got a question before I forget, because that fucking stupid sometimes. I mean, you know, I do
Write it down.
Hey, my brain looks like Bosco's face. So, you know, it's
damn.
like, I look like I have Fraggle brain. Anyways, with that being said, please hit that like and subscribe. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, man. This is my boy Dubs. You know how we do. This is 2 of the wise men that we're going to get wiser right now. You know what I mean? We're going to make blood wiser. Watch how we do it. Gracias. I appreciate everyone. Indubitably, Gunners Collective, man. Watch part 2. It's going to get crazy. Bang, bang.